Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dan Jerry. You can call me Dan Brooks, and today I am with my friend Jenny Jenna. That's her Instagram handle, but still I call her Jenny. She's one of my good friends. I'm so glad to have you over, babe.
I'm so glad to be here, babe. But
Yeah.
I've never been on any YouTube channel. It's like the first.
Hey.
I first did it here.
Girl. Mama, we made it.
Mama, I made it for YouTube channel. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be there, babe. Thanks for welcoming me.
Karibu sana. So as usual, you know, our videos drop on Fridays, and thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for leaving me a comment. Thanks for leaving me a thumbs up. I'm always grateful to have you guys over. So today we're going to talk about affairs of the heart.
Affairs of the heart.
Imagine, that is something that I don't always talk about. I don't talk about relationships. I don't talk about love. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a video about love on here. But I mean, it's 2023. Let's talk about
But
this
wait,
thing.
let me ask you, like, why don't you talk about love? Is it like
I don't
like
know.
something you're not
I
open
feel
to
like
discuss?
it's so sensitive for me,
I know.
and I'm not one who like puts my partner out there. I'm not one to show you at USG they like sikwangi mse. So
Unataka
talking
kupost
about
your
love. No, I am not scared of posting him. I mean, I did the other day, but it's like staki nikuwe na online in-laws. Unaget? Yeah, I don't want to explore that part of
Like
my
you don't
life
want guys
at
to be
all.
invested and they start having opinions.
Yeah, I do not want sitaki
That's nice.
kabisa. So that's why I don't talk about love on here. But today we are going to talk about love. And this is the quote. It says, is it better? I'm sure you've heard this before. Is it better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? That's a quote by Alfred Lord Tennyson. I'm sure you've, like, is it better to have loved or to have never loved at all? Discuss. 20 marks.
Wow. Discuss.
20 marks, my dear, 20 marks. Anywho, so I don't know. What do you think? Is it better to have loved and lost or not to have loved at all?
Personally, I think it is better to have loved. First of all, I love you guys. I'm such a lover girl. So, at the point where I think it's better to have loved rather than not loved at all.
To have loved and so you choose love.
Anytime I choose love.
Look at this romantic
Yeah,
babe.
I choose love.
She's such a hopeless romantic.
I
But
know.
anyway, I think for me it's the same. I choose love, man. Have you ever have you ever been loved?
I know, right? Have you been loved and loved well?
You know, like kupenda raha jamani. How can you choose not to ever love? But I feel like right now people are romanticizing self-love a lot more than they're romanticizing love from another partner. Don't get me wrong, it starts with you, of course, self-love and everything. But it's nicer when somebody else is loving on you. It's nicer when somebody else is giving their all and putting all the possible effort so that they're able to just show you love in the best way you like. So I don't know. Do you have like a story where you loved and lost? An encounter, something.
Of course, obviously I have an encounter where I've loved someone and in one way or the other they have disappointed me.
Yeah.
I think all of us
Child,
like
human
all of us,
beings.
like tuko na hiyo story where you love someone so much but things didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
You saw yourself married to them, you know, having some beautiful babies if you want baby status and stuff like that, a beautiful house, big car,
you know.
But in one or the other it didn't work out. But even if it doesn't work out, I still choose to love.
You still choose to
I still
love.
choose to believe in love and give love another chance and another chance till I find the one.
So what happened to this person that you lost? Well, lost here could mean death, could mean breaking up, could mean maybe you just separated because of long distance. It could mean anything really. So yeah, just so we're clear.
Yeah, so when I say lost, we just broke up. Yeah.
You broke up?
Yeah, we just broke up.
That part, it reminds me of
Yeah,
when
we
I
just
thought
broke up.
I was gonna marry the man of my dreams.
I know, right?
And then it did not work out. It did not work out. And love is very sensitive in the sense that you are very vulnerable. Like you open up yourself to the possibilities of someone seeing your worst. Come on, for example, me. This person that I really loved, I thought we was gonna get married.
Ooh,
but they even engaged me. But it never worked out. And looking back, I'm grateful for the lessons that I got from on there. I'm grateful for the interactions I had with this person, with their family, with who that person was at the time. And I'm grateful because imagine had I never loved, I wouldn't have known what it is to love. I mean, this is life. You have to experience pleasure and pain. They come concurrently.
Yeah,
like
equal measure.
Yeah, they come in equal measures, and there is no way you're going to say that, oh, I'm gonna love on this person and they're not gonna hurt you or whatever. Human beings are prone to hurting your feelings. Human beings are prone to making you feel like you're trash sometimes. But you shouldn't put your hope on them. So I believe that it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved, because I'm just wondering, had you not like ever loved, would you know like what would life
I
be
know,
like?
like you wouldn't even know how it feels to like love someone, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Plus I also feel even if something doesn't work out, you always come out with an experience. There's always an experience, and it kind of shapes you to be like the better version of yourself for your next partner.
Which is so interesting, because from on there is when you get to love yourself. For example, Lydia KM right now, the way she's loving on herself, she's taking herself
out.
Romanticizing
herself. I know.
Bro, she writes herself notes. Like
takes
it's
herself
so
out on
cute.
dates. I know.
Yeah. I think from there, from what will I say? From being away, like from the breakup, is when you're able to learn to love yourself better, when you take time out. And I know there are people like me, for example, I'm that person who will, if I break up with you today, I will take a week or a month, and then next month I have somebody else. I'm those person.
Wait, you don't like take a long period of time to, I don't know,
6 months.
At 6 months, you do 1 year and stuff like that.
Kwani mimi ni kibanda.
Mapema ndio best.
Mapema ndio best.
Unaona
Mimi ni
unarudi
kibanda,
soko.
nishinde soko. Zi. Mimi, I am the prize. But that's to say, sometimes that can be really bad, because you don't get, because a month is quite a short time for you to realize your shortcomings in the previous relationships, the things you love about yourself. It's quite short. And that's what happened to me after the, the one I thought was going to be happily ever after,
like the engagement one.
Okay. I think that's one of the relationships that I had a lot to learn from. I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about what a partner can be. Some of us hatuja grow up na, I would say, like male figures in our lives. Well, my dad was there, but I wouldn't say he was like super duper present. He was more of a provider. And to me, a man was someone who provides. If you want anything, you just ask your man and he's gonna give you. Because that's what my dad did. Anything you needed, my mom was like, ask dad, uliza daddy. And that's all I knew about a life partner. I knew a man is supposed to provide, and that's it. And then I sort bills za nyumba, and then I sort school fees, and then I sort kama watu wanataka kwenda. Yeah, so it's really important for you to take some time out and just think about who you are, journal, go for therapy, do the things that are uplifting to you, because if you hop on from a relationship to another, then you don't really get to know who you are, and you get lost in the relationship. So I don't know, are you the same person? Are you like me, who doesn't take time out?
No, for me, first of all, it depends with like how I broke up with the person. Sometimes it's a bit too intense that I just have to take some time off and reflect. Sometimes I become anti-love for a few maybe weeks or maybe some few months.
I'm like, nobody talk to me.
Trash. Don't talk to me. I'm a strong, independent black woman. So sometimes
I know.
So sometimes let me just say it just depends. But in most cases, I try to take a few months off, maybe like 3-4 months there to just, I don't know, learn myself. Yeah. So I'd say I'm the type who takes a bit of some time, not like 1 year though.
A bit. So we're talking 6 months or not?
Yeah, like 6 months and less, maybe like between 3 to 6.
Hey, me 3, I'm like, bro, me sticky banda, bro. Yes, 3 months. That's a whole semester. Anyway, man, love is a beautiful thing. Love is so beautiful. And this is like, I'm just giving you guys, we're just giving you guys like a post-Valentine vibe. So self-love is also love. Of course, you can't lose yourself unless you commit suicide, God forbid. But for me, I always believe in love. Love is such a romantic, and love is kind. Life is beautiful. Love is full of so many nice things. It reminds me of that movie. Watch From Scratch.
Yeah, and watch From Scratch. Yeah.
Okay, how it ends. Did you cry? Me, I cried.
It was so. I know. I cried. I cried a river, child.
It's just a series on Netflix where these 2 people meet in Italy, and then the guy gets sick, and then now it's so sad. And I feel like from there, from that series, it best explains, is it better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? Because the way that babe, Yani, you get a child, and then this man gets cancer, and then he dies. But it's so beautiful because it's the memories that keeps you going. That even though what will I say? Like even though even though the guy died, they still had so much to be happy for. They still had so much the guy had taught them.
Yeah, so many memories.
The child was such a beautiful kid. Man.
Is it me only? Like that movie, that love seemed so pure. Even if she lost, it felt like this is real love. I love this person for who they are.
It's not. Man, kuna hiyo love kayo Nairobi.
Nairobi is for business. Man. Don't fall in love with Nairobi.
Why kuna love Nairobi? Wachana na Jenny. Kuna love Nairobi. There is love in Nairobi. But this person will come. By the way, that's the other thing. Yeah, let me just comment on the movie too. Like, yeah, I feel like that love was so pure. And that love exists, by the way. And what I'm learning is you have to give that same love for you to get it. Exactly. It's so crazy because me, I was that person. If you're not calling me, I'm not gonna call you. If you're not texting me, I'm not gonna text you. I'm not gonna text you.
Are you okay? That's very toxic.
Right? Imagine. That's how I used to operate.
You are like tit for tat.
I'm the prize. I'm the prize. Mention up and guess bro. Think for yourself. Think. You know, I was that kind of a person. But lately, I've been learning that I need to give whatever I would like to receive.
True.
Oh, no. So, that tit for tat nonsense wasn't
out of the window.
Bro, out of the window. Thank God for therapy, because you learn to love yourself a lot more. Because I feel like some of these things I also learned in therapy. But if you're not doing therapy, please just hop onto it. Churches offer free counseling. Come and sit and give free counseling by the way.
Oh, they do?
Church open by the
And our church, PCA.
Yeah, like Kama Sitam, they offer free counseling. Imagine, like free.
For real?
Yeah, free counseling. So you guys,
I've never known.
Imagine if you need therapy, you can maybe go to a nearby church or your local church. Just ask. Utapata, they are offering therapy. Yeah. So
these days, it feels like guys are romanticizing self-love so much. I don't know if it's toxic, whatever I'm about to say. You find people are so interested in self-love that maybe I don't even know.
Are not having partners.
Like what was our Is it toxic?
Well, there is that toxic part. I wish watch your video ya Nina Parker na. Do you watch the Lovers and Friends podcast?
No.
Anitangwa Shanburi Ram.
Is it nice? I'm trying to explore more podcasts, by the way.
Yeah. Nice. By the way, I will put it on and then you'll see. I think we'll watch that video. It's about Nina Parker, and she was saying Skumbuki the content. Skumbuki kama niliwatch, but I've been wanting to watch it nicely. But she explored that in that video. Like she talked about toxic self-love. Ile love yenye, like you're so
like rooted in self-love that you think
you're better off by yourself, which is fine. People make that decision to be better off by themselves. But then I feel like this, cause pia, if you focus on social media, pia, you will die, because people who are doing self-love, they're taking themselves to fucking Radisson Blue.
I know. Or like maybe taking themselves to a vacation.
Hey, they're going to Bora,
I know, you
bro.
The Maldives.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, where's the money?
Where's the money?
The much love I can give myself, Nikuka hapa.
I know.
Take a bottle of wine and maybe go for money and petty, you know? And that's some love. But there is nothing wrong with loving yourself more.
I agree.
Just be able to, is square toxic in the sense that you're too selfish to even give that love to other people. Yes, you always come first, but let it not be selfish.
I agree.
Cause I feel like you can be rooted in self-love. You can love yourself so much, and there is nothing wrong, because even the Bible says love yourself before you love your neighbor. I mean, as you love your neighbor. But
also, sorry to cut you, but I think also on matters of self-love, I think you're going to give as much love as you give yourself. Like, it starts with you.
Yeah, it starts with you. But I feel that now, where do we draw the line?
Like, I know.
Where do we know that,
like, this is
this is too much?
I know.
Or this is enough for me, or that's too little. Like, where do you draw? Guys, where do you draw the line? Able tell us in the comments.
In the comment section.
Tell us, like, where do you draw the line when it comes to self-love? Yes, you can love yourself to infinity, but then when does it become toxic? When does self-love become like, hey, Sasa,
this is too
much. This person we can't even hang out with because they're so stuck up, they're so full of themselves.
You're so self-centered.
They're arrogant.
I know.
Now that you're talking about it, I think that's where the problem is.
Yeah, like you're becoming too self-centered. You think you're the shit.
Everything.
You know, like you're everything.
You just want to work on people.
I know, and to be honest, no one is an island.
Nobody.
You need people.
We live in a community, so you're going to need some love from your friends, from your boyfriend, from your partner, from your family, from people. Like, you're still gonna need people, even though you love yourself like at super duper.
Personally, I think like self-love becomes like a bit toxic when you try to like push people away. You know,
you just want to be by yourself.
Like, you just want to be by yourself. You can't see your family. You can't see your partner if you have any. In that case,
no, that can be depressing.
At that point, I think it's very toxic.
It's also toxic.
I know.
Oh wow, because I can imagine. Well, I like my space. I like being alone. I will spend the whole day in this house, and I will be unbothered, and I'll be okay. But Ilenge, you're not even inviting your friends. You can't even have anybody over. You just want to be by yourself. Anytime you're invited to your friend's party, you can't show up.
No, that's concerning.
Yeah. I feel like now that moves to depression, because if you are a social being, even though you are an introvert, maybe an introvert, but I still get time to hang out. Yes, baby. Welcome to my world.
Oh my God, I'm shocked.
I look like an extrovert.
I know.
Imagine I'm not. I'm an introvert. But I am an INFJ. That's a personality type by Maya Briggs. By the way, we should do that test. And go after this video.
Oh, personality type? Yeah, we should.
We do the test. But me ni INFJ, and it goes in Itangwa advocate. Advocate is someone who stands for other people's rights. So I'm very social. I'm still very social, even though I regain because about introvert and extrovert, it's about how you regain your energy. So I regain my energy when I'm here by myself.
Oh, when you're
not
alone?
when I'm outside. It takes a lot for me to actually be outside.
Oh, okay.
Si kama extroverts unajua wana getting energy out from people.
From outside.
Sasa mimi people drown the shit out of me.
Then I think I'm an extrovert.
You're an extrovert.
When I'm with people, I come alive.
Hey.
I flourish.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, mimi nikiwa na watu. Kwanza more than 5.
You're like, no.
Tunaenda home saa ngapi? I need to go home. I'm getting late. Na sasa hata connect na kuja kufanya. I'm probably gonna come up and come here and chill. Anyway, guys, I think it's all clear. It's all clear by now. Najua tumedigress, tumeongea a million and other things, but we love the conversation. That's who Jenny and I are. That's how we talk. Baby, it feels like one of those dates.
Yeah, like
we go to
a restaurant.
I know,
it's talking about life,
about anything, and it's so beautiful. And love is a beautiful thing, guys.
It is for sure.
Nobody lied to you. Self-love is also very nice, but you need to pour from. You can't pour from an empty cup. Yes, love yourself, but don't be toxic, such that you're becoming like an unreliable person in the society. So I guess Jenny and I agree it's better to have loved than never to have loved at all. Yeah, don't be scared of loving. And I know the streets in Nairobi are just the ghetto, but it's not the end. Imagine, it's not the end. You're beautiful in your own kind of way. You are an amazing person. You are deserving of love, most importantly. But remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Yeah, okay, until next time, we loved to have you over. Thank you for watching.
Thanks so much for having me over. I like this conversation, guys.
Thanks so much for being on here,
You're
babe.
welcome, babe.
And I know I'm gonna invite you a lot more.
I'm ready. You guys will be seeing me here quite a bit.
I know. So itakuwa Diana and Jenny. Lol. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Always a big fan of you. Leave me a comment, and yeah, let's interact with this content, right? Also, let us know, number one, what toxic self-love looks like, and number two, is it better to have loved and lost, or never to have loved at all? Tell us what you think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Comment down below and subscribe.
Hit
that like button.
Please.
Share with a friend, a family member, your lover.
I mean, this is mad content. Come on.
Content. This is good content, babe.
Okay, thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Bye. Until next time. Mwah.
Adios.
Bye.